Hello students, today we are going to start with expansions. I've written some formulae on the board. After the end of the session, just note down all the formulae, learn each and every formula because they will be helpful in solving our problems of expansion. Okay, let us move ahead. I'm going to solve some examples on the board. I'm going to tell you how we are going to solve the problems of expansion. Okay, we have the first question over here. The first question says 3a divided by 2 minus 2 divided by 3b whole square. Okay, I've written some formulas before. Just think about which formula I'm going to use it over here. I think the formula that must be used over here is there are two terms, first term, second term, and there is a negative sign in between and there is a square. So this formula can be suitable to be used over here. A minus b whole square, that is a square plus b square minus 2ab. Let us use this formula over here. First term, that is 3a divided by 2 whole square plus second term 2 divided by 3b whole square minus 2 multiplied by first term multiplied by the second term. Just cancel out what we are left with. The square, all the things will be squared within the bracket, that's 3a and 2. It becomes 9a square by 4 plus 4 divided by 9b square minus, how much will it be left? 2 in the numerator, a in the numerator and b in the denominator. Simply we have expanded this form in this form. Move on to the next question now. We have the next question now. 1 by 2x minus 2 by 3 y minus 4 by 5 z whole square. Let us see, there are three terms. For the squaring of the three terms, there is a formula over here: a plus b plus c whole square, which gives you a square plus b square plus c square plus 2ab plus 2bc plus 2ca. We are going to apply this formula over here. Okay, this is the first term, second term, third term, first term, second term, third term, whole square. Similarly, we're going to use it, but because before using the formula, what we are going to do, we are just going to enclose it within a bracket plus minus sign within a bracket plus and minus sign within a bracket. Why we have done this? Because in our formula there was a positive sign over here and the positive sign over here, and therefore the first term now comes out to be 1 by 2x, the second term b comes out to be minus 2 by 3y, and the third term c comes out to be minus 4 by 5z. Now we are going to square first term square, that is 1 by 2x whole square, then the second term according to the formula minus 2 by 3 y whole square plus minus 4 by 5 z whole square plus 2 multiplied by the first term multiplied by the second term over here, 1 by 2x multiplied by minus 2 by 3y. We are going to take the negative term within the bracket. plus 2bc 2 multiplied by second term, that is minus 2 by 3y multiplied by minus 4 by 5z. Now we are left with the last one, 2 multiplied by minus 4 by 5z multiplied by the first term, that was 1 by 2x. Now whatever things are being cancelled out, we are going to cancel. First of all, let us square it. All the terms inside the bracket will be squared. That is 1 square, that is simply 1. X square, that is x square. Now 2 square, that is 4. Plus, now one thing, whenever there is a negative sign and a number over here and we have an even power, always we are going to get a positive sign. But when we have a negative number inside the bracket and there is an odd power, you will be getting a negative sign over here. So we will be using this thing over here. We have a negative sign over here, but there is an even power, that is 2, and therefore we will be getting a positive sign over here, plus 4 9y square plus 16 25. Similarly over here we are going to use it, z square. Now cancel it out over here, 2 2 plus minus is always minus 2x y, and in the denominator it will be 3. Now is anything being cancelled out? 2 5 4 3, nothing is being cancelled out. First of all, minus minus plus, and plus plus is always plus. 2 2s are 4, 4 4s are 16 yz divided by how much it is? 3 5s are 15. Now is anything being cancelled out? Yes, we can cancel 2 and 2. Now anything more? No. Plus minus is minus, so there will be a negative sign over here. 4 x z in the numerator and 5 in the denominator. So this is the expanded form of the question which was given to us over here. Let us move on to our third question. Students, at the end, if you have any problem, just tell me out. My number is there. Just call me out. I'll be telling you everything. Now the third question over here. The question says 3x minus 4y whole cube. Now, one of the formula that I had written before on the board said when there will be two terms and there is a negative sign in between and there is a whole cube, it expanded to a cube plus b cube. Sorry, it is negative, so it will be negative 1. If it had been a positive, therefore the elements would have been positive. A cube minus b cube minus 3ab within the bracket a minus b. Okay, let us see. First term, second term, first term, second term, whole cube. As it is, we are going to do it. First term cube, that is 3x whole cube minus 4y whole cube. According to the formula we have to move. We have to just substitute the values of a and b. That is the first term, and the second term we have to substitute the values. Then only we will be able to expand it. Minus 3 multiplied by the first term multiplied by the second term. Within the bracket, what will it be? A and b, that is the first term minus the second term over here. Okay, just cube 3, it becomes 3 cube is what is it? It's 27. X cube minus 4 cube, that is 64. Y cube minus 3 threes are 9, 9 fours are 36. XY, and as it is we are going to write it over here, 3x minus 4y. Moving on further, it's 27x cube minus 64y cube. Now minus plus is minus. What is 36 into 3? 36 3. We're going to multiply 36 and 3. If you don't know how to multiply, in your mind you're going to just multiply it over there and you're going to get it over there as 108. Now minus minus is plus. So again plus. Okay, 1x was there, so there it will be, the power will be 2. Xy into x, so x will be x square. Minus minus is plus. 36 into 4, we are again going to multiply. 36 into 4, we are going to get it over here, 144. X y square. Just check it out whether you had done it correctly or not at the end. Now we move on to the fourth question over here. The fourth question over here says we have three terms over here, x plus y minus 1 whole cube. Okay, had I told you any formula that contains three terms within the bracket and there's a cube sign at the top? No, I haven't told a formula in which there are three terms and there's a cube sign. So what we can do is we can just make it out, just put a bigger bracket, square brackets over here, x plus y, just write it out, whatever was written over here, write the cube sign. Okay, now just put a bracket. Now what it becomes? It is the first term. Now it becomes the first term and it becomes the second term. Now we are going to proceed. Which formula we are going to use it? Over here. Now we are going to use the formula where we have two terms and there is a cube sign, that is a minus b whole cube. What it comes out to be, a cube minus b cube minus 3ab within the bracket a minus b. Now we are going to apply, just have a look over here everyone. X plus y whole cube minus 1 cube, that is first term cube, minus second term cube, minus 3 multiplied by the first term, that is x plus y, multiplied by the second term within the bracket first term minus second term. Moving further, we can apply the formula of a plus b whole cube, that is a plus b whole cube. What it comes out to be, a cube plus b cube plus 3ab within the bracket a plus b. Okay, x cube plus y cube plus 3xy within the bracket x plus y. 1 cube is always, what is 1 cube? 1 cube is always 1. Whatever be the power of 1, it will always come out to be 1. Okay. Minus 3x plus y within the bracket x plus y minus 1. Now we have to open this bracket over here. It's x cube plus y cube. What it comes out to be, x square plus 3x, and it will be, what will it be? It will be y square over here now, 3x y square minus 1. Now we are going to multiply this by this. What will it be there? minus 3 within the bracket x plus y whole square. This into this, minus minus is plus 3 within the bracket x plus y. Just see over here. This was the term over here, 3x plus y. We have first of all multiplied by x plus y. We got it over here, 3x plus y whole square. And then minus minus was plus 3x plus y. 1 is multiplied with this. We are going to solve it further till we get the answer. X cube plus y cube plus 3x square y plus 3xy square minus 1 minus 3. Okay, there's again expansion over here. We have to do x plus y whole square, that is a plus b whole square, that is a square plus b square plus 2ab. 3 within the bracket x square plus y square plus 2xy plus 3. Now just multiply by 3, the distributive law, 3x plus 3y. X cube plus y cube plus 3x square y plus 3xy square minus 1 minus, what will it be? 3 will be multiplied by all of the terms that are written over there by using the distributive property, minus 3x square minus 3y square minus 6xy plus 3x plus 3y. Now at the end you have to see whether there are like terms or not. Let us see. X cube, there is no x cube. Y cube, there is no y cube. X square y, is there any x square y? No. Xy square, no xy square. X square, no. Y square, no. Xy, no. X and y. So this is the answer, because we have to look out. We have to look at the end whether there are like terms or not. If there are any of the like terms over there, we have to add or subtract accordingly, the question says. Let us move on to the next question now. Before starting with expansions, first thing that you have to do is you have to learn squares till 30 and cubes till 12. This must be clear in your mind, and then you have to start with expansions. Now we have the fifth question now. Let us see what the question says. Fifth question. The question says it over here, 3x minus y minus 4 within the first bracket, and in the second bracket we have it over here, 3x minus y minus 5. Let us see how we have to proceed further over here. As we can see in both of the brackets, there are two similar terms. 3x minus y is common in both of the terms. Okay, 3x minus y and 3x minus y is common in both of the brackets. What we are going to do, we are going to assume 3x minus y equal to any variable. That is, I have assumed it as m. You can assume it as a or any alphabet, you can take it over there. What it comes out to be now, it's m minus 4 within the bracket. In the second bracket we have it over here, m minus 5. Now it is m minus 4, it is m minus 5. Now what we can do it over here, we can use one formula. At the end I told one formula that was written on the board before I started the session. It was x plus a, x plus b is equal to x square plus x within the bracket a plus b plus ab. We can use this formula where, because it is x, that is the variable, plus a number, variable, a number. Similarly, we can use the formula where, okay, this is the first, okay. Now, according to the formula, let us use it. M square plus within a bracket the variable number over here and the number over here. That is minus 4 is the first number, and the second number b, that is minus 5. Minus 4 plus minus 5 then plus ab, that is we have to multiply both the terms over here. Now just see, x plus a, x plus b, it becomes x square, that is the variable of the square, square of the variable, and ab at the last, x a plus b, that is the, we have to add both the numbers whatever the sign be. It becomes m square. At the end the numbers were minus 5 and minus 4, they become as such, and within the bracket we have to add both the numbers irrespective of the sign. So where what it comes out to be is m square minus 5 minus 4, it comes out to be minus 9. M, it was minus and therefore minus plus was minus. I've written over here minus minus is plus and plus plus is always plus, that is 20. Now we have to substitute the value of m over here. Just substitute the value of m. What the value of m was, 3x minus y, we are going to substitute it over here in place of m. That is 3x minus y whole square minus 9 within the bracket 3x minus y plus 20. Now, what has comes out to be, let us see, just square them. We are going to use again the formula a minus b whole square, that is a square plus b square minus 2ab. It becomes 3x whole square plus y whole square minus 2 within the preferred, okay, minus 2 first term into second term minus, okay, we are going to use the distributive property over here, minus 9 plus, that is minus plus is minus, 9 3 is 27 x, and minus minus is again now plus, minus fades away and we get it over here as 9y, minus minus plus 9y plus 20. It becomes out, it comes out to be 9x square plus y square minus 6xy minus 27x plus 9y plus 20. Now we have to check again if there are any like terms at the end. If there are any like terms, we are going to add or subtract accordingly what the question says. Now the next question we have it over here. Next question says it over here, x minus 2 by x within the bracket x square plus 2 plus 4 by x square. Let us solve this question. Let us see how we are going to do it. If you remember the formula, if you have learned, one of the formula here said a cube minus b cube is equal to a minus b within the bracket a square plus b square minus, it was actually plus ab. We have to apply this formula where, as you can see, two terms, first term, second term, first term, second term, negative sign in between, negative sign in between, square of the first number, square of the first number, square of the second term, square of the second term, 2, that is, will it be AB? Yes, it will be AB. Let us check it out. First of all, you have to apply the formula and check whether you are able to substitute the values, then only just use it further. Okay. First term is x over here, that is a cube minus b cube. We have to just make sure that we are doing a correct process over here. It's x minus 2 by x within the bracket first term square plus second term square, then it's plus AB, that is x into 2 by x. So now just see, we have just substituted the values over there. X minus 2 by x, that is the first term minus second term, first term square, second term square, first term multiplied by second term. According to the formula, we have just substituted the values. Now just look over here. As according to the formula, it fits the values. Now on cancellation, you can see x will cancel and you are left out with 2, and therefore this is the perfect formula that you are using it. It comes out to be a cube minus b cube, that is first term cube minus second term cube. It comes out to be x cube minus 8 by x cube. So this is a simplified expanded form. Let us move on to the next question now. Let us use the formulas. The question says over here, if a plus b plus c is equal to 0, prove that a cube plus b cube plus c cube is equal to 3abc. Now, how we are going to do this question? This question often comes in an exam. Let us see. We have to just cube out the numbers. We have to use this thing over here. Let us see how we are going to do it. Just write down the condition that is given over here. That is a plus b plus c is equal to 0. We are going to write it down. Okay. We are going to take any two terms on first on the left hand side and any of the third term on the other side. It becomes a plus b is equal to minus c. Now what we are going to do, we are going to cube on both the sides. It comes out to be a plus b whole cube is equal to minus c whole cube. That is a cube plus b cube plus 3 within the bracket 3 ab within the bracket a plus b is equal to minus c cube. Now in place of a plus b, what we can write it over is this. In place of a plus b, we are going to write, in place of a plus b, we are going to write minus c. That is, we will be writing minus c over here. It becomes a cube plus b cube plus 3ab into, what is it? Minus c. In place of a plus b, we have substituted the value as minus c is equal to minus c cube. A cube plus b cube, what it comes out to be, plus minus is minus, minus 3abc is equal to minus c cube. Bring a cube, b cube and c cube on one side and 3ab on the other side. It comes out to be a cube plus b cube plus c cube is equal to 3abc. Okay, this is our desired answer. We have proved it, hence proof. Right at the end. Thank you.